best-selling games of 2018, January 2018. I mean, the top two are no-brainers, right? Monster Hunter World, Dragon Ball FighterZ.
Yeah, obvious.
I mean, they were
released this month.
biggest releases of January, and
everything else after on this
followings.
list was not released in January, just so everyone is aware.
So those two games both came out, huge sales right off the bat. A lot of people were excited.
Monster Hunter World, beating expectations by quite a lot.
Yeah.
And people were not expecting it to beat out Dragon Ball Fighter Z, but it did. That's huge.
Yeah.
For Capcom, it's massive.
I thought it would, but
yeah.
But
it wasn't.
I did say that Capcom needed that game to be good.
Yes, you did. Yeah, you called that.
It was.
I mean, Bo and I both bought it, so there's relative,
and it's fun,
and it is fun. It is.
I walked in, you had it pulled up when I got here, so yeah.
Number 3 on the list, Call of Duty
World War II. To be expected with the release of the Resistance DLC pack, right?
Right.
So you got a new war mode map, you got new multiplayer maps, you got a new zombies chapter, which, from what I understand, is pretty cool. I haven't played it yet. I do have COD. I'm not hugely into Call of Duty, but it's basically it's basically like a beach with all these zombies coming at you. So you're playing like D-Day. The beaches of Normandy, but it's like in North Germany. On the coast, and zombies just coming at you.
So I mean, I'm not surprised. Yeah, it's the latest Call of Duty title. It's January, which is a slower game month.
Right.
Traditionally, it makes sense that Call of Duty World War II would be number 3.
Yeah.
Number 4 on the list might actually be higher than it is.
PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds,
but it's PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, not including PC digital purchases.
Right.
So this is all your physical purchases and all your Xbox digital purchases.
Yeah.
Which I'm impressed. 4 on the list without your digital PC purchases, which is probably your vast majority of purchases for this game. PUBG, not surprised also because it's an extraordinarily popular game.
Well, and I think a lot of that you can thank Fortnite for a good bit of that, because I know there's a lot of people on Xbox that do play Fortnite and have played it, but it's not for everybody. Fortnite is a game that it's different mechanics, it's more build heavy, it's more like in your face, whereas PUBG is more strategic and a little more slowed down so that you can kind of like focus on planning your engagements more, whereas Fortnite, you can kind of just rush in, build some stairs, build a wall if someone's shooting at you type of thing. And so I feel like a lot of people were playing Fortnite. PUBG came out on Xbox. They got tired of playing Fortnite, so people switched over to PUBG. Right. And plus, they've been taking bigger strides to ban cheating. So
yeah, they've been
with kind of that announcement and news, people probably were like, okay, you know what?
I'll
hop in. And you can't do family accounts anymore, but that's on Steam, not Xbox.
Right. So yeah, that shouldn't have had an effect. But that's still, I think you make a good point in the sense that it's people who like the Battle Royale style who want to try it out. It's also, they've been making big steps and big patches for this game on Xbox, so it's probably running a lot more smoothly now than it launched on Xbox.
So the skeptics are now picking it up.
Right, exactly. People are like, okay, it's been fixed. Now I can actually get this game. I think that's kind of... I'm glad that you waited a couple days for Kingdom Come, because that apparently had big
problems.
Patch or initial issues. But so that makes sense that PUBG is on that list. Number 5 on the list.
This blows me away.
I don't understand. I think this game has been on this top 10 list it has literally been on this top 10 list since it launched. And that's Grand Theft Auto 5.
That game came out on 360.
Initially, the initial launch was on 360 only. 360 and PlayStation 3 only. I mean, this game is it's old and it's still selling. Like, and that goes to show how much like continuously updating your online servers, continuously pushing out content. It goes to show how that goes a long way. I think it's also this is gonna seem like a weird reason, but I think it's also because anybody who gets a system is probably getting GTA. Like, just about anybody.
Of a mature enough age.
Right. I think, and I'm also thinking,
I mean, like 10 years older.
Well, right. But I wouldn't even be surprised if people, in some countries are still buying it on Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3. And like a decent amount of people are, I bet you this game is still selling a decent amount of copies on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. Let alone
smaller third world countries and whatever.
Just all over. Right, exactly. And I would think that, it's still probably doing, this game is just,
it's still
defies
content. Yeah.
Everything that, exactly. And I think this plays into a little bit of another thing that came out of the DICE Summit where games as a service, where you're updating the game and you're getting people to play it for years, not just, I played through the game once and now I'm done. It's like, I'm going to play through this game for a couple of years at least.
Yeah, we're starting to see more of these AAA, publishers pushing out games that they want to last for 3 or 4 years, and they can just like keep working on that. Have a live team that's just pushing stuff out while they can, put their stronger like writers and everybody else over on other projects instead of just sitting around. Release a game, start working on your next project. Like CD Projekt Red, you're not still getting Witcher stuff, but they're also an indie publisher. I mean, they are AAA, but they are an indie publisher. So it's now, if you really want that like single player experience, go indie. Because now it's like these AAA games are going to cater to you for months. And that's something GTA can do and continuously does year after year because it's still pushing content out.
They're still pushing out new content. And I will honestly say it's still one of the best games in the current generation.
What's like in what
graphics wise?
Yeah, it looks great.
Great story. Just a huge game. Like it's big, it's bold, it's beautiful.
True.
It's got it all.
And who doesn't love Los Santos?
Yeah. It makes sense. It just does fit. So,
next thing, NBA 2K17. It's basketball season. People are going to be picking up this game until... People are going to be picking up 2K17 until next basketball season.
Probably had a sale on it. And
probably through next...
It's probably seen its pay cut. Like
they did. I think they did just have a sale.
I think it just got cut in price. And it just makes sense. People... Like... It's just like FIFA is on the... like FIFA, Madden. All the sports games are very popular. FIFA's always on the like... best-selling game of the year list. So it makes sense that NBA would be up there as well. 7, 8, and 9
Mario.
Are not all Mario games.
They're Nintendo.
But they are all Nintendo Switch games.
Yes.
With 7 being Super Mario Odyssey, 8 being Zelda Breath of the Wild, and 9 being...
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Yeah.
Which I actually bore witness to this. When I went to GameStop, traded in all of my hard disk PS4 games that I wasn't playing anymore, and I was going to go pick up Mario Kart Deluxe, right? They told me they didn't have it.
Oh.
I was like, wait, what?
It's the year-old game. Or no, if you include the non-deluxe version, it's like
even
a 3-year-old
I was like, what do you mean you don't have it? He was like, well, everybody got Switches for Christmas.
Yeah, that's where I think this came from, 100%.
Yeah, I totally had a nice long conversation at GameStop about this. So, everybody got Switches for Christmas. They're picking up the new games because, they got whatever it came with. I got the Super Mario Odyssey bundle. So, it came with Odyssey. It came with my Joy-Cons. And I didn't have to buy a game right off the bat. But, of course, then my wife wanted to play Mario Kart. So, I went and traded in the games, went to go pick up Mario Kart. And I'm one of those people that made it number 9 on that list.
I'm not surprised.
By the end of January.
I think you make a good point. Like, I really do think that there was a ton of Switches sold this Christmas. I think thousands.
Well, we know they sold they had record-breaking sales, faster than any other console ever. And that's not that was like before Christmas. So just imagine what happened after Black Friday, Christmas, all of that comes together.
Yep.
Then yes, now it's January and the 5 days after Christmas.
Another point that I think fits perfectly is, like you said, you bought it with a bundle. But that was probably the only game you could buy at the time. So now January comes around, and it's like, okay, more games are getting shipped out. Okay.
I've got a new paycheck, my tax return maybe,
I have more money, check. I can get my second game or third game for the Switch.
Yeah.
And it makes sense that second or third game is going to be Super Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, or
Mario Kart.
Mario Kart.
And, I mean, it's no surprise that all of those games were DICE Award winners.
Yes, all those games were DICE Award winners.
I mean, Mario Kart got best racing game. Super Mario Odyssey had best score or something. I can't remember really, but like
Breath of the Wild basically swept everything else.
Yeah, I mean, Breath of the Wild was not only Video Game Award
of the year.
Yeah, Game of the Year winner. It was also the DICE Game of the Year award.
Yeah.
For 4 different categories, it won at DICE. So, and then Odyssey won 1, and Mario Kart won. So it's like, it's no surprise there. These are the top-notch games, but we do want to kind of top...
number 10...
Well, 10 is Madden.
So like I was talking about earlier, 2K is 6, Madden's 10. Sports games do well. We all know this.
Right. There's a lot of sports fans out there. It was on sale.
The seasons... Right. Yeah. The football season just ended.
Pre-Super Bowl.
Right.
January's pre-Super Bowl, so everybody was
January's,
like... they bought it just to see who's going to win the Super Bowl.
Exactly. So Madden makes sense.
Yeah.
But number 11...
Are you going to say it? Are you waiting for me to say it? Star Wars Battlefront 2?
Star Wars Battlefront 2 is number 11.
So this being said, there were 600,000 people that downvoted Star Wars Battlefront 2 when it came out.
Yeah, Bo and I have not bought this game. We have stand strong to our morals, to our beliefs.
Although I was questioning it because it's $30 right now.
Some of us, have...
But I didn't buy it. I bought Kingdom Come instead.
He didn't buy it. So strong moral fiber.
Can't give me that. And
strong moral fiber.
The temptation was there. But I went with the other controversial game.
Well, okay, we don't need to talk about that controversy. I'm gonna get Kingdom Come when it goes on sale at some point. It looks fun. The point is that who is going out and buying this game? What are you doing?
Do you think it's parents that just don't know better?
Stop it, parents.
Oh, you like Star Wars?
Stop it, Star Wars
Star Wars game for January.
Stop it, Star Wars fans. We're trying to send a message here, people. No, I mean, if you want to, I personally won't buy that game because, honestly, it doesn't even look that great. I mean, it looks physically really nice, but I don't know.
Well, here's the thing. Because, again, the only thing this list that we collected from Forbes... It was only considering hard copy and digital console sales.
So I don't know. Actually,
possibly, if it was counting PC Steam sales, it could have been above that top.
It
10.
could have cracked it. For all we know, because the numbers we have are only console and digital console sales and physical PC sales. Madden doesn't have a PC version, so for all we know, it is top 10 right now. And It did break the top 10. So, whoever's out there buying Battlefront 2, stop it.
Please.
Please. Just we're trying to send a message. I get that.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's already too late.
The two of us
and
already
made like
20 people who see this will not be a big difference, but
the 20 people that will watch this already don't have Battlefront 2. Like, they're listening. But everybody else that's not watching this needs to watch this and needs to stop sending them money because they don't need it.
They don't need the money.
If you want EA to have money, go buy Faye, an EA original. Because that just came out and it's been pretty well received.
Right. If you want to give EA money, get this new The Way Out game. That's cool.
Coming in March, but Faye's out right now. And it's an EA original. And this is the only reason I respect EA even a little bit. It's because with EA originals, they only take as much money as they put into the game. Anything they make after that goes straight to the developers, who deserve it. Because it's not EA's game. They just published it. So yes, buy an EA original, but don't buy Battlefront 2. Please. I'm over it.
So yeah, I think that a couple of interesting things to come out of this. Software sales are up 51% from last January. That's huge, guys. Good job. Keep buying games. I know I helped with that this year. I bought Monster Hunter World.
I bought a lot of games this year because I got a PlayStation
I bought
last December.
Yeah.
So,
right. So that's big, 51%. But I think what's even more impressive, hardware sales from last January are up 119%.
But how much of that is because of Bitcoin? I don't know. Whatever.
Either way, game hardware sales are up 119%. Ideally, that doesn't include
graphics cards and just like PC hardware, but rather consoles. Hardware.
Game industry's growing.
Keep buying stuff.
Not
Battlefront 2.
Don't buy Battlefront.
But other stuff.
Whatever else. Support your local game industry.
Yeah.
And support us. Because